Questions?
Can you talk about what it means to be advanced in the conference semifinals?
Well, I think it means that we're 3 games away and we have 2 teams in our way. And I think if you went in the locker room, which some of you will, you'll see a team they're happy, but I think they won't be truly happy unless we win it all. So we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We're not going to, think past this next round. Obviously, we got to get into the championship to have a chance to raise the trophy, and we got a difficult team ahead of us in Salt Lake. We'll keep taking it one at a time, but again, we're getting closer. And this team, genuinely believes that we have a realistic shot at this. So it means a lot, but we're not going to think about what it means until hopefully the end.
Does giving up 2 goals in the last 15 minutes kind of take some of this game out of it for you?
That's probably something you guys would talk about, but for me it's probably a good thing because it keeps us kind of grounded. And it's a reminder that if you let your guard down in this sport, you'll get punched in the nose. And we were clearly clearly in control of that game, 3-0, and it was going away. Could have been 4, could have been 5. Game was done, and soccer games, I've seen it. They turn in a moment, and long throw-in out of nothing ends up turning the game 3-1, and then now you start overthinking things and getting tentative, and you get the next goal. To our credit, we didn't give a goal up from that point forward. Some teams would have crumbled and unraveled. So for me, it was probably a good thing because it's a wake-up call and it keeps us grounded, and we don't leave this game feeling invincible, bulletproof at 3-0. We leave the game happy because we won, obviously. But we also leave the game kind of, I think, a little bit more grounded. And again, it's a reminder that we got to stay focused.
You guys came out really aggressive in this game. Can you talk about that strategy? It seemed kind of contrast last game.
Yeah, that was the plan all along. On the road, we were okay with them having the ball on the road and hitting them on counters. Tonight, it was a different story. At home, we're a team that wants to run. We want to run the opponent over, and I thought we did that for good periods of tonight. Our pressure was as good as I've seen out of this group all season. When we had it going, I thought we were very relentless. Really gave them a lot of trouble and turned them over. And then I thought our combination play at times, our ability to control the game with possession at times, our ruthlessness getting to goal, I think was very good. We should have had more goals. That's the thing. The coach and me, was going to look at the tape and say, we should have scored 5-6 goals. But they also had a few as well. So in the end, we were the better team. We deserved to move on in the series. But I thought it was some of the best stuff of the year for our team, both sides of the ball. But again, I think there's still more in this team, so that's what's scary.
How do you prepare this team now for the really, really quick turnover?
Yeah.
Especially going on the road.
Well, again, you got to be ahead of it. So we were prepared, and they already know the schedule. We weren't looking past this game, but we were ready to fire it out, right now. And just told the guys the plan, and we'll get them turned around quickly tomorrow. We'll trade on Saturday, and then we'll get on a charter on Saturday after training, and we'll get to Salt Lake. And then it's just a normal rhythm. So, I think, again, with the two-game series, we exerted some energy, but I think we were also able to conserve, quite a bit in the tank. So Salt Lake's in the same situation as us. So, would you like to have a week off? Yeah, these are important games at the end of the year. Of course, we'd like to have a week off. It's kind of a strange schedule, but it is what it is, and Salt Lake's in the same situation as us.
Does it have a little bit of an extra meaning to be able to beat your rival at home to advance that way?
I think so. It means probably more to the supporters, and that's 3 games in a row that we beat Seattle. That's very difficult to do. I was a bit worried about that. It's not easy to beat a team 3 times in a row. We were able to do that, and I think, again, it's a real credit to how hungry our team is right now. And they are on a mission right now. And the best thing I can do is just stay out of the way. I tried to do that tonight. I wanted to just release them, let them go. And again, I thought getting to 3-0, there was some scary stuff that we put together as a team.
What did this mean for you personally, considering the comments that you had made prior to your arrival last year about this series and this rivalry?
Yeah, I'm so locked in right now. You know, obviously the rivalry's big and means a lot to our supporters, but you know, I don't hate Sidney Schmidt. I don't hate the players. You know, I understand that there's a rivalry, and you know, I understand that we want to beat Seattle, and I'll always want to beat everybody. But I think when we can bring a little bit of extra meaning and joy by beating a team that our supporters hate, you know, then I think it's extra special. But in the end, they're the team we drew. They're in our way. Salt Lake's now in our way. And it doesn't matter who it is. We're not going to want to lose to them. And we're going to do everything we can to obviously move on.
How do you feel like in a two-match series, how do you feel you match up with Salt Lake?
They we match it good. You know, the nice thing is we played Seattle and they played Diamond, so we're really in a rhythm playing basically a similar system. So I think that's a real key in a quick turnaround. You know, there's not a ton of tactical changes that we're going to have to make. You know, a lot of the same things we will want to exploit against Salt Lake were things we wanted to exploit against Seattle. And I think our guys will also have a lot of confidence knowing we just faced a really talented team in Seattle playing a Diamond, and now we go face another really talented team playing a Diamond. So there, guys will have confidence. The other thing is, the last time we played Salt Lake, I thought we played very well against them, and you know, it was a 0-0 draw. It wasn't a win, but I don't think they had a shot on goal. So I think that was a real positive performance. Now we just need to get the attack cranked up.
You've been able to get a lot out of pretty much every player on the roster this year, and you know, tonight it looked like Rodney Wallace had a great game, 2 great chances in the first 10 minutes. I mean, what do you do with a player like that to really to get him to just be firing on all cylinders?
You know, just trust them, let them go. You know, define their role, but let them express themselves, let them be who they are. And I think if you put your team together the right way, where you have guys in positions where they're just really doing what they do well, it's pretty easy, you know, because Rodney in that role is able to do what he does well. And, you know, so I think it's organizing them enough where they know their role, there's clarity there's a definition in how we want to do things, but also giving them a bit of freedom. Not so much freedom, you don't see our team just running around scattered, but there's definitely some freedom, mostly to perform and do the things that they like to do. And you know, I think you saw a lot of smiles there when we were 3-0. Now you saw a few little tense moments when it went 3-1 and 3-2. You know, but they were having fun tonight. And I've never seen a team or a player not play well when he's having fun.
But you talked about being on the front foot, but you also said being smart about it. I mean, were you surprised at all by the 3 goals?
No, I mean, we're capable of that. You know, we've shown that this year. You know, but we got it clicking. So we got to keep it going. Like I said, we're in a great zone. I think that's 10 games now unbeaten. And, you know, at home, you know, we're playing well. On the road, we're playing well too. So we just got to keep it going. You know, this is what you hope to have happen with your team, is you're in a run of form at the end of the year, and it just starts to grow and build, and the confidence grows, and you know, listen, these guys, they're in a great spot right now, so we just got to keep it going.
Thanks, everyone. Locker room's open.